Hi, here's the July update on my inexpensive hoop house. I now leave the ends of the hoop house open during the evening and all day. I have it clamped back and chicken wire in front, hoping to keep the bunnies out. And I haven't had, there was a baby bunny in there before I put the chicken wire up, nibbling on my carrots. So put the chicken wire up, but it doesn't keep the raccoons out. I don't know what the raccoons are looking for, but they don't eat anything in there so far. This is my salad bar. It's doing better. I put an ornamental kale in the top pot, and this is the first time I've grown it, so we'll see if it gets that pretty purple. I bought 3 different kinds. I don't know what the name of it is. I don't have the marker in it. And then my heirloom tomato, which is really crummy. I think it's called LARK'S Jersey or something, but there's buds but no tomatoes yet. And then my zucchini, which I am getting some zucchini on, but I shouldn't have tied it to the gazebo because it cut into the stalks. But I'm still getting zucchini on it, so that's okay. 1 or 2 plants is enough for Dave and I. And in the hoop house, I have harvested all my lettuce, and I haven't planted any more until it gets cooler. I'm harvesting my bunch onions and basil, and I planted a cucumber in here to see how it does under the hoop house later in the season. Maybe I'll be able to get some cucumbers from it, closing it up later after the other one has frosted. I had to tie my tomatoes. They got much too big. They said only 3 foot, but they got bigger than that. And that's a Celebrity and a Husker Cherry. And I harvested a few tomatoes from it, but boy, there's a lot of tomatoes in there, so we should be eating some good ones. The peppers are hardly even worth planting just 1 plant each. There's 1 pepper on the red one and a couple on the yellow, and we'll see. Right now it doesn't seem like I'm getting very many. We'll walk to the other side. Over here is my borge with marigolds and different basils. Geneva basil, I think, is one, and then I think that's Reuben, the purple basil. Marigolds, my cucumber, chamomile, because they said it was supposed to be good for pole beans and the cucumber, a good companion plant, they said. I have cucumbers on there, not big, but better than last year. It's been warmer. Gosh, we've been in the 90s the last week. But we've had rain regularly, so that's good, at least weekly. And my pole beans, which the Japanese beetles love. I planted companion plants to keep the bean beetle away, but I still get the Japanese beetle. Some of the leaves on the bottom are turning a yellow or a rusty color, so I hope that's not any kind of fungus. Might be. The beans on here are looking pretty good and long and thin, but lots of holes in the leaves. I pick beetles at least 3 times a day. It's a little dill coming up. He said that was a good companion plant for the cucumber. And the pretty borge, which is supposed to make a higher yield with the tomatoes and the cucumbers. And they said it reseeds crazy, so I should be careful not to let too many go to seed. Well, my first set of sugar snap pea pots are done, and then I planted a new group here. They're just about 10 inches high or so, and I'll put my twigs in. My bush beans we're still harvesting from, so after they're done, my pole beans should really be kicking in. And then my tomatoes, the other side. I tied them up with old nylon stockings, hoping not to wreck the branch too much. And then my beets and my carrots. And the carrots I've been harvesting. They're probably about, some of them are about 10 inches long. And some tomatoes getting ready to pick, probably in a day or so. I've been feeding the garden with worm castings. Maybe that's why the tomatoes, everything looks really good, healthy. I haven't had any fungus problems so far. And worm castings, and I use my rain barrel since I keep it covered and it doesn't rain on my vegetables here. So I water with rain from the rain barrel. I'll show you my rain barrel. Over here in this bucket, I keep my some worm castings in a stocking, and then I fill it with water and let it sit and make worm tea. I don't have an aerator, but I stir it once in a while. My other compost pile, and then my rain barrel. It's enough to water it once, and then I need rain again. But the tomatoes seem to like that warmer water. Well, I hope you enjoyed my inexpensive hoop house, and we'll come back and probably for August. Bye-bye.